Something about
I'd like to be able to eat food as hot as the Thai people do. That's
you can condition yourself to that. That's
you can just eat spicy food.
Really?
I don't think they're genetically predisposed to that. I think they are culturally indoctrinated to that. And so, because there's been times in my life where I remember I got really into this Indian place and I got real fat eating it. And every day I'd eat it. And it was like 2,800 calories a plate. And I would get it hotter and hotter and hotter. And I would bring a towel to the table because I was going to need to blow my nose so much. But after like 3 months of that, I was much fatter and I could eat that shit no problem. And it was like Thai hot or Indian hot. I wanted it like their version of hot. And every bite was just an inferno of deliciousness. So I think you can condition yourself to
ate at this Vietnamese place. They serve pho, I think you pronounce it.
Yeah.
It's not spelled like that. But anyway, I'm a mess. I'm needing extra napkins. I'm crying. My nose is running. And then they're like, do you want it hot? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, white people hot or Vietnamese hot? And I'm like, slow your roll. White people hot. I'm still a mess. It's an embarrassing thing to drip that much from eyes and nose at a restaurant by myself.
I had to go to the bathroom once at a Thai restaurant. I had to leave the table and go to the bathroom at a Thai place one time with my girlfriend and just like blow my nose and wipe the tears away because my Penang curry was so fucking hot. Mm-hmm. I like really hot curry. Like hot wings or something like that. I never get overly hot, but if I get Indian food or Thai food, I want some pain involved, I guess.
That's the number one problem I have with most restaurants' chicken wings is that they bitch out and they go too heavy on the butter or something, and there's not enough kick to it. Like you have to like request.
Wings, you said?
Yeah,
I don't
wings.
even get them hot. I always get medium.
Oh, if they have an option, I pick whatever the hottest wings are. As long as it's not one of those places.
What?
Like, no, I'm adding in a little addendum here. If it's one of those places that's like the fuck your asshole, like where they're like trying.
They all do that. I feel.
I'm not gonna get the meme wings where they're replacing flavor and goodness with spice. But if they have like mild, medium, hot, I'm always gonna go hot. They're hot wings. So
you ever been to Zaxby's? Do you have that there?
I actually, yes, I have been to Zaxby's. On the way home from a trip, I stopped at Zaxby's and I got some stuff.
Zaxby's wings flavor is like it goes like wimpy. I think that's the lowest. It's called wimpy. And then there's tongue torch. And but then there's either nuclear or insane. And I never know which one's the hottest. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, nuclear or insane. One's a state of mind or the lack thereof, and the other is, nuclear. It's hard to get hotter than that.
Dude, like the only times I've gone to Taco Bell in like the past years, like the thing that would entice me to go back is like, oh, they have that Diablo sauce now because they used to top out at just hot. No, that it's not that hot. It's a fucking fast food sauce. It's just one level above their regular hot. And if you like if I would get home with my meal and they forgot to put the sauce in there, it's like, what's the point of even eating this? This is like weird, borderline flavorless at this point.
I've gotten either the nuclear or insane before from Zaxby's, and it was inedible. It was so spicy to me. It was like, well, I just can't eat that. Like, that's not food anymore. It's
yeah, I'll forge ahead. See, you don't have to stick to it of this when it comes to eating spicy food.
They're really fucking hot. But I think Zaxby's is the only like chicken place that's of that caliber that does wings. Like that's what definitely sets them apart. I'm a big fan of Zaxby's. I know Wings of Redemption also big fan of Zaxby's. I think they're better than any of the competitors like Cane's. Cane's is bullshit. I kept hearing people talk about how good Cane's was, and then a while back I went and tried. No. Raising Cane's chicken is garbage. It's garbage chicken.
I wouldn't say it's garbage, but it's never a place that I'm gonna go out of my way or crave it. Like it's just like I'd rather have a Chick-fil-A sandwich than Cane's. It's just boilerplate chicken tenders. Like they're nothing to write home about.
I don't like their sauce either.
Their sauce is not good. A lot of those wing places where they go too heavy on the mustard aspect of the sauce, I don't like that because then it's more mustard. Not like I like mustard. As
I like
a
the
flavor,
vinegar.
But I like the vinegar. But any kind of spicy wing, you're going to get vinegar in there because that's the base of it. And so I'd rather have more spice than more mustard.
Answer me this: what do you dip your nuggies in?
Depends where I'm eating. Like a McDonald's nug.
Why would you? An actual decent chicken nugget, a Wendy's nugget.
Oh, if I get nuggets anywhere, I ask for a buffalo. If they have buffalo.
So just the hot buffalo sauce, barbecue.
Yeah. If it's available, honey.
That's a good move. McDonald's honey. When I was a kid, when the hamburger Happy Meal, extra pickles, extra mustard. I said that 10,000 times as a kid. All right, and that was my order. And I would always like that little packet of honey because my sister would get the nuggets and she'd be dipping those nuggets in the honey. And I was like, fuck, can't I have both? But I dip my fries in the honey, and I thought that was killer. So
that was
the top tier choice. Yeah, McDonald's honey is probably like sweetened honey.
Probably is.
You look at the ingredients of that honey, and the number one ingredient will be sweet corn syrup, and then honey will be the second fucking ingredient, and then there'll be phosphates.
I even consider that, but I wouldn't bet against it.
Yeah, there's no way they're going to some apiary.
You know they do that to their Coke and Sprite, right? McDonald's, Coca-Cola, and
I think
Sprite,
I have heard that.
They make their sodas sweeter and more calorie dense than they're supposed to be. McDonald's,
their Sprites are great.
Yeah, you've never had a Sprite like that because it's not supposed to be that sweet. They add extra syrup to it.
I love a good McDonald's Sprite.
They know you do. They put the perfect amount of salt on those fries so that sugary Sprite is going to satiate you in a way that it tickles your little pleasure bone in your brain, and you keep thinking,
it does.
Those golden arches.
Making me want McDonald's. I don't even like McDonald's that much.
Just get the fries. You just get the fries. Get yourself
What's worse
a
than
small
McDonald's?
Sprite.
Burger King.
Quality.
Burger King
Taco Bell.
Okay.
I disagree on that. Taco Bell is the lowest quality. They don't have anything in that kitchen other than the rice and the cheese that is really food. Everything else in that Taco Bell kitchen is disgusting.
You both make strong arguments.
I like Burger King. I think that their burger patties are superior, way better than McDonald's. McDonald's uses that dirty Australian beef. You don't want that.
I don't care. There's something off about Burger King.
They got the mad cow down there.
I don't like
kangaroos.
Burger King. If there's a McDonald's and a Burger King next to each other, I'm picking McDonald's 10 times out of 10.
I'll see you at the playground then, because I'm heading over to, and I'm gonna have it my way. And I'm gonna get.
You're gonna have it your way. Well, guess what? What playground are you gonna be on? Because I'm gonna be in the playhouse. I'm gonna be in the Ronald Playhouse, and you're gonna be sitting there sad.
Last time you saw a Ronald Playhouse? The only place that I know that still runs a playground is Chick-fil-A, because they know their clientele.
That is really sad. I'm not the clientele to play around in the McDonald's Playhouse anymore, and so yeah, I bet it's been the better part of a decade.
COVID killed them. The ones that were still up, COVID took down, and nobody's going back into that ball pit to clean it back up. The one at I had a birthday party. It was
never clean. That was part of being a kid.
Dude, you play in that ball pit, but you go up top, and there were these tunnels to crawl through, and each end would have a different porthole to look through, and it was hot as hell up there. And the smell, of that hot plastic, had a smell to it, and you'd look through that scratched up. It looked like the headlight of an old tourist window, and sort of see your parents stand there, and you turn a wheel that did almost nothing. It would turn a propeller that also did nothing outside of the opaque wheels. And look, do you see? And that was childhood wonder, right?
It was.
That's
do you remember
this generation?
Do you remember the letters on blocks that you could spin, and it would be like a row of 4, and it would all be ABC or like ABCD, and so there was like really not much you could fucking spell.
That sounds like some special ed stuff. We didn't have anything like that.
It was up there in the. I remember crawling around, and what you're describing, it has that submarine porthole. They would have stuff where you could like slide, like those doctor's office toys, where you would slide the thing on the bar, or you would spin the letters, and then it would always smell like feet. There was always some like bad behaved kid. What?
Could you make the playground say bad? I'm going through my ABCD options. It's the best word I've got.
That's
so
probably about it. Like this, you could say bada or bad or bad. You couldn't say
bad cat. Okay. Well, there's a T in there.
And do you remember like the shoe cubby? How much the shoe cubby area smelled weird?
I think it's a government conspiracy to inoculate children to viruses in the McDonald's playground.
It worked. Like, do you remember like your parents? I remember my dad like clearly having an almost visceral gross like disgust to the playhouse, and like I didn't get it when I was like 5. I was like, what are you talking about? If
my father had germophobia based on a playpen, he didn't impart it upon me as a child. It was just a playpen. I I miss those. That was a fun part of childhood. I had a McDonald's birthday party one year. They used to McDonald's made cakes. Why don't they still do that? Ronald
it always smelled in that playroom like a kid vomited 2 hours ago. It always had a sawdusty vomit smell.
I think I went to a better McDonald's. I'm sorry.
I think you probably did go to a better McDonald's the way you're describing
Better
it.
than a St. Louis McDonald's, you think?
It was owned by a white lady.
I remember a very multi-ethnic McDonald's. A real UN McDonald's is where I was playing around with the other kid. That was so much fun, though. That was the biggest reason to go to McDonald's. When I go to Burger King and sit there like a schmuck while my friends are eating nugs, playing.
Burger King had a playpen too. They had gravel at the base of theirs. It was cool.
I don't remember Burger King ever having
ours did. Not like a low class Missouri Burger King. I'm starting to think you went to like Burger Prince or something like that. That's why you got these low opinions of the Burger King. Ever since I saw that dude being incredibly racist on that flight wearing the Burger King crown, I just felt a little like closeness with the brand.
You empathize.
We should probably wrap.
Yeah, we should.
Going in the right direction.
Let's wrap it.
Check
It's
out
time
our
for all this
sponsors.